everyone, Emma here, independent Norwex consultant. I wanted to show you some of our kitchen products today. I'm going to run through this kind of fast because I've got a lot to show you. We offer a lot for the kitchen because some people are sponge people, some people are cloth people, and we seem to offer so much that I just want to run through a few of my favorites today. So the first thing I'm going to show you is our kitchen cloth and our kitchen towel. These come in a variety of colors, and what they're meant for is basically your crumbs in your kitchen. So our EnviroCloth, we say, is E for everything except for edibles, because this kitchen cloth will pick up crumbs and messes in the kitchen so much easier because of this amazing weave that the cloth has. Now you can't really see through this cloth too well, but it is a little bit thinner in some areas in between the ridges so that it dries quicker, because I know I clean my kitchen counters quite often, and with our EnviroCloth we say you let it dry about 24 hours before it self-purifies, but with the kitchen cloth being thinner, it actually dries for me in about 5 hours. So it dries more often, so I'm able to use it more in my kitchen. This is really good for picking up crumbs. And then we also have the kitchen towel that I like to hang on my stove here for drying my hands. It's also really good for drying dishes, super absorbent, dries super quick. So this is our kitchen towel. It's really big, and I love both. I use them both often in my kitchen. They come in a set. You can buy a set of, you can do individual, you can buy them as a set, you can buy 3 kitchen cloths. They're all available in the catalog. What I'm going to show you today is a little demo on some crumbs on my counter with our kitchen cloth. So I'm just going to make a little mess here with some toast, and I have a kitchen cloth here. This one is our sunflower. So I just fold it up. I have my crumbs on my counter, and I just want to show you how quickly this cleans it up. So that's it. Like, you'll see that all the crumbs are stuck into my cloth, and it makes cleaning up so much quicker, especially with, I have 3 kids, so it really does make my cleanup a lot easier. And it's picking up 99% of the germs off your surface with just microfiber and water, which is amazing. There's no chemicals needed. Another one of our items that I like to show that picks up crumbs really well is our Enviro Sponge. Our Enviro Sponge are for spongy people. Those are for people who love cloths. So we have a variety of different things. The Enviro Sponge comes in a pack of 2, just like this. You get 2 of these. On one side it's EnviroCloth, so super soft. On the other side it's the scrubby side. I use this in my sink, picking up crumbs off surfaces. I use it to wash my dishes sometimes. I think the reason Norwex offers 2, I've discovered this, is because you really need this to dry 24 hours, or at least let it dry bone dry so that it can self-purify itself. Well, then you're always like, there's a cat on my counter. When you're always using this, it never dries. So what I do is I will use this for a day. I will rinse it out, let it sit there. I will use the other one while this one dries. So I think that's why Norwex offers 2. Pretty smart. Again, I'm going to show you how well the Enviro Sponge picks up crumbs off of the surface with the EnviroCloth side. So I'm just going to wipe over my crumbs, and you can see that it's stuck right inside the cloth. So you would just take this over to your sink and rinse it out. Makes cleaning up so much easier. Another thing in our kitchen that I want to show you is what I use to wash my dishes most of the time. It's our netted dishcloth. Comes in a pack of 2, and it's quite big, but when you get it wet and crumble it down to scrub your dishes, it doesn't seem so bad. But if you did want to cut it in half, you can, because it's not going to unravel. What I like about this is when you pick up, when you're scrubbing your stuff, like eggs come off really easily because it's like this scrubbing material. But what's really nice is the food falls right through the holes. It's never going to smell. This cloth is amazing. Comes in blue, set of 2, or you can get a set of 2 graphite color, which is really, I like that color. But we use blue in my house. I'm going to show you how well this picks up flour off of your surface. We all know when we bake that sometimes flour can be such a pain in the butt to get off our surface. So I'm just going to rub over the flour with my dishcloth, and you can see that it's stuck right into the netted dishcloth there. So that's really handy for when like people cook or bake. I'm just going to dry off my surface. I think I have one more thing here. I want to talk a little bit about our countercloths. These countercloths come in a pack of 3. They are about a half of a size of a paper towel. So we use these in the kitchen for quick spills. I have them sitting on my counter like this, stacked up. I usually have 6 of them sitting there. For quick spills, for messy faces, get it wet. I wash my kids' faces off after dinner. Sometimes we wet these down and use these as napkins. They're also great for getting wet and wrapping around a beverage that isn't quite cold enough, and you can stick it in your freezer and it gets it cold really quick. It's basically just replaces paper towels, and it has replaced paper towels in my house. Only reason I have paper towels hiding back in the corner is for demos, when I'm demoing the difference between the paper towel and this, or the difference between the paper towel and a window cloth with Windex. So that's the only reason I have paper towels in my house. I think that's about it. I hope I answered everybody's questions, and everybody have a great night.